Greetings, my fellow Rebel Legion. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech We Are Legion, Episode 32, Plan and Gestate. And then, now that the animals are congregating at my front door, I'm going to let them group up into one large cluster, and then wall up that last segment and let it rip. Lifter, your name is Mahai Goku. Got it. And you are set to... Oh. Control group 1. This should be recharge. There we go. So once all these deer congregate, I'll hit it. I think these animals are waiting for this door that doesn't lead anywhere. So that, for future reference, will have to be walled up. Okay. And release. No, it didn't. We're good. Get wrecked! I like how they're nuking their own Militors. Cheers! And the Apocryton only has one res charge left. 0 res charge left. Where'd these bison come from? Oh, they just spawned. Okay, so all that's left of the mech group is 2 tunnelers, 2 Militors, and 1 Diabolist, because I think another Diabolist died. I don't know if its signal charge survived, because it might have gotten Diabolist nuked. Oh, no, the signal chip is here. Nice! Because that's a real threat, right? Is sometimes you can lose the signal chip. Alright. My soldiers, report to the front. It is time to smush some mechanoids. I don't think I am... Actually, I'll include still boot. Really? Klein got the plague now? Yeah, I'll just tend to him. He's gonna have to wait for the end of this fight. So Klein, Turtle, and Scorpio, you stand out front. Let's go tool up this Diabolus. Still boot. Yep, come on out. Get him! So he's gonna try his fart. No, he's not farting. I don't know why not. Oh, here it goes. I'm too fast for you! What's fighting over here? Why do I hear... I don't know where that tunneler is going. What are you bashing? Why do I keep her bashing over here? I'm not sure. It's very strange. I keep hearing... Oh, there you are. Oh, okay, I see it. It's that Militor. Alright, so the Diabolus is down. You guys go kill that Militor. And then we'll get the Tunneler. I'll be real easy. And then all that's left is the Apocryton, who's super damaged. You're dead. Oh, right, because I sent Klein over here. Alright, Klein, come back. So, Klein and Turtle... I don't know what that Tunneler is doing. It's, like, doing its own thing. I'm going to show you the proper use of a Centurion here. While Scorpio and Turtle, go Manhunter Pack of Wargs. Oh, spicy! I don't even think I need to kill the Apocryton. Let's just go inside. problem solved. Turtle, unrestrict. Grab that signal. And actually, Scorpio, grab the Diabolus corpse. Steel boot, you're gonna have to move quickly. And then everybody else... Oh, I just screwed that up. Why are you... Okay, yeah, run there, that's fine. Steel boot, keep moving. Pocraton defeated. Yeah, no kidding. Right, my own people, being a little disturbing. Nope, turtle, wrong way. Has the other job list burnt up? No, its signal chip is right here. Just chilling. Peter, what got you hurt? Steel boot shot you. Alright, door close. Good. Make sure that everybody's on the right zone. Yep. And Klein, you are going to get some recline time. Bionic leg is ready. Bionic arm is ready. Bryce, we're going to give you an arm right now. Well, Diamond's already in the hospital. Peter needs a bit tending. And then Sky, because you never sleep, you can have fun shooting the wargs if you want. So I got the Apocryton chip is still out here, and I have to go fetch it to be able to make the War Queen. But let's turn on the Gestator for said War Queen. So that is the Apocryton chip, the nanostructure, the high subcore, and then a lot of resources. Steel and plasteel. I'm not going to train Scorpio in shooting, because Scorpio's never going to hold a gun anyway. And then once this threat's done, I'll queue up the walls to be open to back up. Why not call more mechs? So when you signal in mechs, a new mech boss, the mech boss will wait until there's not a threat on the map tile typically. So if I called in a new mech boss, it's not even going to arrive until these wargs stop. Manhunter packs actually well, I'll try it. Manhunter packs typically take a while, but then the other reason not to do it is there's a cooldown as well. So there's, I wouldn't even be able to call in a new boss for 1.3 days. And in 1.3 days, these wargs are going to be malnourished and weakened, but I'll try it, because might as well. The reason I was trying to clear out the wargs is that I can't get access to the nano chip until the wargs are gone. So that was primarily the reason to clear them out. Run fast. Yeah, I could caravan them and get by. Especially with someone like Bryce, who's got 2 bionic legs and is a jogger. As long as he's not woozy, which currently he is. Or Turtle. I could do it with Turtle. I'd rather do it with someone with bionic, what's it called? The the locust armor. But all my locust armor people are like, for their own individual reasons, shouldn't be used right now like that. If I handed Peter's armor to Turtle, maybe that's what I should do. And then Turtle can go grab it. Oh. Yeah, I see a problem here. So the behind the lines, behind the walls allowed for people to go out here, which shouldn't ever be done again. So here's Turtle outrunning the... Here, let me just jump so that it doesn't try to nibble me. Alright. Peter, you should wear clothes. Do I need clothes? I have a hard time believing I actually... Oh, I do. Diamond. Let's get tailoring. So Turtle's out here to grab the signal chip, and then maybe also the Apocryton chip. Do a little jumping. Every time I jump, I drop my aggro, which is nice. And then what I could do is I can have him slam the granite door behind... Oh, never mind. I don't even need to do that. We already removed the barrier here. So he's back in. Easy peasy. Okay. Klein. I am missing plasteel for the War Queen. And I'm not going to be able to get the plasteel until I mine it out here. And I'm not going to be able to mine it out there because... mechs. Or because wargs, rather. So still 15 more hours until I can call in another threat. I do have 2 signal chips, though. What should I do with the signal chips? Gestate mechs or make equipment? So if you're wondering what I can make out of it, the signal chips can be made into mech gestation processors to allow me to gestate mechs more quickly. They could also be made into control sublinks, but I don't really want them. They could be made into Mech Commander Helmet, which would increase the bandwidth of either of Scorpio, or Bandwidth Pack, which would increase the bandwidth of either Klein or Scorpio, but I'd have to give up their shield belt. They could be made into the... what are the other things? A Diabolus, I guess? A second Diabolus? Or a Centurion, I think. What is... No, the Centurion requires a power focus chip. Never mind. So it would make another Diabolus. I am leaning towards turning it into additional implants. Because mech gestation processors really help to speed up the mech gestation process. And it looks like it's a pretty runaway pull, so that's the route I'm going to take. I think these... Yeah, this clothing is just because I have a lack of material. Alright. Can fix. Let's let the medic bot do the tending. Scanned silver. Not bad. So we're going to get gestation processors out of it. And it stacks up to 6. There's also, you only really need one of your mechanators to have gestation processors because they can just gestate mechs out and then have the other mechanator take control of the mecha gestates. So it's not something that you need to make for every mechanator that you have. And Mahai Goku, you want to be Mike, as always. As soon as... There you are. Who's break risking? Klein? Go get yourself a meal. You're tended to pretty well. You're way, way healthy. Can I set a mech to pick up the wargs? I'm purposely not doing it to try to get the wargs to fight a new mech boss instead. So I want to keep the wargs alive. So I'll put all the implants that I have into the hospital so I can more easily find them. But this little guy will help me gestate the War Queen faster. Uh-oh. Bye, visitors. It's nice knowing you. There's no way you're surviving this. Yeah, there's not a lot of wargs left, unfortunately. Just a few. But I'll still try. I will... Yeah, I'll signal in maybe a War Queen. Available in 3 hours. Yeah, most of the wargs are either asleep or dead. Or I'm getting breached. Shoot, this is actually not good. So we know that the breachers like to come in this spot here. We already pretty much know what their coding will tell them to do. So I'm going to make a zone here for these 4 mechs to start moving there and set them to work, actually. Move there as fast as they can. The problem is the really large and tanky mechs also move very slow, which means that there is not a lot of time for them to get into position against breachers. Now, again, these breachers are just a bunch of tribals, but there's enough of them that it's going to be a bit of a problem, I think. I'll even hit combat command. Turrets don't dissuade breachers, so it doesn't matter where I position the turrets for breach purposes. Makes no difference no matter where I put it. Which is why... And the reason I have it here is it will stop sappers. I've positioned it correctly. If you don't understand why I've put it there, message me on Discord so I can explain it to you. Because it's rather complicated. Okay, gonna have to get my hands dirty here. Luckily, it's mostly breach axes, which aren't the roughest weapons. Trying to get my... Yeah, as you can see, the Daedalus wasn't able to be in position in a reasonable amount of time. Nor has the Centurion, right? It's just the failings of using those two, those slow movers. Oh, Turtle, you're on fire. Because the Tesseron got you there. Alright, I think that was probably the right call, is to go for a fire burst. But it also means that I'm likely going to need to repair the Daedalus before a War Queen attempt, because the Daedalus took a whole lot of damage there. These are all Neanderthals, so they do have genes that I might want. So I'm going to... What's going on with the wargs? They're all dead. They're all... Yeah, the wargs aren't even going to be useful for mech boss. So mechs, you go back to the recharge zone and you recharge. And then I will capture whom I am able to capture. Check bleed timers. 6 hours, 13 hours, 3 hours. So the 3 hours one I'm going to tend now, because otherwise they'll die. Oh, that doesn't look like tending. There you go. Yeah, and I don't think we got all that hurt. Five, 7. Okay, 14's fine. You actually kind of want them bleeding a little bit so that there's not a chance for them to get back up and fight back. Oh, shoot. He's not... No, strapping, just drop him. There's no way he's making it out. Okay. There might be a chance for me to rescue some of these guests that I had. For reputation. No, they made it out. Wow. Flossie might not. Flossie might collapse. Alright, prisoners. Tend. Klein, do you need tending? In 7 seconds. I would say that's a yes. No, Flossie made it out too. Okay, well, I'm not getting a rep that way. There's not a lot of wealth. This is all like crummy steel equipment, so I don't really care about their weapons. And then we just have a lot of robots to repair. Klein is over his sickness, though. That's good. So what should I do? New priority for the last 15 minutes or so. Here you go. I would say if you are trying to use large, slow-moving mechs for defense purposes, one of the things that you could do, which might help you out, is to station either your rechargers or just have your mechs go idle where there's typically combat. Because that would help. And then, are we already mining the plasteel? Yeah, we're already mining the plasteel. Good. Working on that War Queen. I think I need 300 for the War Queen. We have 220 right now. Would Ancient Dangers be other? Yeah, it would be other. Ancient Dangers definitely fall into the other category. And fortunately, there's one reason why Pigskins make for bad mechanators is because they have trotter hands, so they're not really good at manipulation. Meaning that they're slow at smithing and repairing and the like. I mean, I'm making do. But it's definitely not meta. I could make a charging zone here. The problem is sappers will attack here or here. There's too much. I've designed a base that requires too much walking to quickly react to the various attacks. I just didn't design a base to account for the movement speed of Diaboluses or Centurions. Now, there is one way to speed them up, which would be mech boosters. It's just a very expensive way to speed them up. Mech boosters allow mechs within the radius to move a little bit faster. So if I had like mech boosters all around the base, and then flick them on whenever the heavy, large mechs needed to be moved around, I could quickly, have them react, I guess. All right, given what you just voted on, I am going to make a bit of a decision here. Scorpio, you are going to gestate a mech for me. You're going to gestate a tunneler. Oh, actually, Klein is going to gestate the tunneler, because he'll do it faster. And I'm still going to get a war queen. Mech booster in the crafting room? Mech boosters, I don't think are going to be worth it. Mech boosters mostly do... It would help civil, but I've actually been purposely taking civil off of these tasks. But civil's still allowed to do a little bit of it. So yeah, I'll put one in there. Just for civil to be able to beat component crafting for us more efficiently. The good thing about the mech booster is you can change its installation spot, which is nice. So you can move it around, whether you want it like in a crafting room or in a farm or wherever else. Ick. Look at that mess. Oh, don't hit Mike. Mike, run! So we did capture... I thought I captured 3. I guess 1 died. So let's start gene scanning these guys. Hoping to get negative genes off of them. And the tunneler's gestating. And gestating quickly because of the advantages that Klein has, which is nice. Pollution clearance. Nope. So I believe this is the last leg that I wanted. So Scorpio got one. So this one's going to Peter. I don't recall calling in bulk goods, so this might just be a freebie. And still waiting on Turtle to get the last of the plasteel that we need, but maybe I'll be able to buy it. If I'm lucky. So here's the mech booster. Once I have a mech in there, I can show you the advantages, but it's essentially just... what is it? 50 work, 15 move, I think. 50 work, 15 move, yep. So it really does help with work, but it does not really help with move speed. Not much. Not enough to bother making it all around to have the large mechs move faster. I wish you could just carry the large mechs, like knock them unconscious and carry them. I guess you could. If I set up chargers over here, I could like carry the mechs as long as they weren't maximum battery to the charger to then be able to position them. That'd be really weird. Or I could, if I wanted to waste a lot of components and steel, I could throw them into transport pods and like launch them where I need them. Recharging is not considered work. Work would be work, like cleaning, crafting, farming, things of that nature. Alright, I think I'm going to clear this zone out to not allow anything in it, because there's no point in hauling these rotted corpses over. Just let them rot there. It's fine. Oh, and a combat supplier, too. Let's get trading before I forget. Probably do have enough steel that I don't need to buy any. My worry is I don't really have anything to buy off these guys anyway. Nutrimine, yeah, definitely. And then I am gonna gift some stuff for rep. Hi, bud. So in terms of improving defenses, I wanted to make a tunneler so that I could mine up around here. What I'm planning on doing is to have like a tox and fire maze in here. So if I got the mining tunnel for the uranium, which I will put to use eventually. But if I set up, let's say hypothetically I set up slug turrets, as you can see, I'm nowhere near towards the end of the kill box within range. So the end of the kill box here, I would say like around here, I could turn into some sort of maze. This area here. So I want to mine out as much of that marble as I can so that I can free it up to become part of the maze. Oh, I forgot that I actually got that Zeus hammer. That trade opportunity sucked. It didn't even come with gene packs that I would want. It's real unfortunate. If I do that, will I move the bait beacon? Maybe. I would want the bait beacon on the outside of the maze, so that anyone using the bait beacon to attack me has to go through the maze. And putting the bait beacon in the middle of the maze could help enemies shortcut whatever entry traps I have. So yeah, it makes sense to make that a little bit more efficient. Still, I'm working on the Apocryton, though. Or the War Queen. For that, I need 300 plasteel, and I just haven't had it. Okay, update the priorities a little bit. So I will plan it out now. But I think I'm going to have Turtle do the mining because I'm not going to wait for the tunneler. Another thing is, yeah, well, we'll just see how much of this I can remove to incorporate it into a maze instead. God, I wish... I guess, Scorpio, I can allow you to start mining. Because you're level 7. I think there was a mining trainer here, actually. And given that you're level 7, level 9 is full yield, I would allow you to have it. I have no idea where it is, though. So... I'll find it. Oh! Unpowered. There we go. Did I sell it? Okay. Well, then that stockpile will be empty. No problem. No, come back. Ugh. How'd that start? Turtle compared Tarmelin to a blue jay. He's supposed to like animals. But I don't see the problem with that. Blue jays are cool birds. Why did bugs not pop under the mountain in the North Tunnel? They have. They literally have, just like an hour or two ago. They didn't do anything, because I killed them super quickly. But they do show up. It's just designed to eat bugs, that tunnel. So it's not much of a threat. Alright, turtle. You're not even hurt. Quit pretending. Just get out of bed. There you go. Tarmern, on the other hand, lost. Thoroughly and brutally. So the purpose of the tunnelers is twofold. Tunnelers make for great tanks. Like, I think, bang for their buck. They're the best caravan mechs. They haul material the most efficiently out of all the mechs. And then also, they are incredibly good tanks. So just because the game tells you they're for mining, the game's lying to you. They're incredible mechs for all purposes, in my opinion. So let's design the maze. So if I have it ending, say, what is this? 31 across, so 15, 15 will work. Because I want two different sides to it. I want a flame side and a toxin side. So something like this. It also means that this entry door is going to have to move positions, which is fine. It's kind of an unfortunate spot for, well, if I have them enter here, I could hypothetically put geothermal and incorporate the geothermal wall in here, like this. That's doable. Wow, I'm getting so many free traders. Now this is exotic goods rolling in. And sister of foxes. Foxes, don't tell your sister that you murdered your own daughter. That's probably for the best. She will not think well of you. Great melee with high libido. Pig nose. That's a bit of a bummer. Insanity Lance. That's a yes. I can see that I don't have the dig trainer, so I know that, yeah, I can't buy it. And then, in order to gestate the War Queen, because we're currently not working towards that goal, I will buy the plasteel I require in order to get that done. So Klein. Oh, now I'm missing advanced components? Oh, you can't ever win. Okay. Well, there is steel over here. I'll keep playing until at least the gestation starts with the War Queen. I'll play a little bit longer so that I at least start the process. So there is a little bit overhead mountain, but it doesn't look like it's going to be in the way. Strong immunity and poor shooting. So the strong immunity would be good to offset Peter's poor immunity, but the poor shooting kind of sucks. So maybe I'll get something better out of the other Neanderthal. Oh, it also reminds me that I should sell genes that I don't want. Which is weird, because I guess I have to eject them. So, I don't foresee ever installing Tinderskin or the poor shooting for strong immunity, because my brawlers already have strong immunity, so it's not helpful. Hemogenic is an absolute no. Pessimistic is just too penalizing. Heat tolerant isn't useful. Fur-skinned is cosmetic. I have 2 copies of robust. And great animals I'm never, ever going to use. Great melee with high libido isn't terrible, so I'll buy it. Yeah, there we go. And then we can repack the rest of these genes. Cool. Alright, so now we're on the hunt to make a few more advanced components so that I can queue up that war queen. Eventually. So maybe I'll force Turtle on the drill. Man, Scorpio is looking more and more like the gamer that he is. Hey, we have Ambrosia 10. Getting ridiculous. Well, that deep drill high priority queue lasted all of 10 seconds. Dear Lord, Turtle's already over here, ignoring the deep drill. Perfect. Just by chance, the overhead mountain will completely not intervene in the construction of this kill box. Oops. Collapsed roof on your neck. I was trying to remove the roofs, but obviously it didn't do it fast enough. Luckily, Turtle was wearing a marine helmet, so it didn't really hurt too badly. So I've definitely lost people doing that without marine helmets. And then this trade beacon, I will put, like, out here. Which is going to be annoying to have to grab the stuff from it. And then once it gets moved and reinstalled, I'll have to uninstall and reinstall all the other trade beacons for the trade beacon priority. So the plan here is to have a path in the middle for me to use. For me to basically skip the maze if I'm moving around in my own kill box, and then for there to be 2 mazes on either side, one for fire and one for tox. And Turtle's already healed. Like, what the hell? He had a mountain land on his head, and he's already fully healed. Yeah, that's like Greek god level healing right there. That is insane. Extracted cold tolerant. Okay, another useless one. I'll probably keep them as prisoners for a bit and just keep trying for something good out of them. For tox mazes? No, not pollution tox. So pollution does not build up, pollution doesn't work fast enough to incorporate it into a maze. So I'm going to want tox weapons, which is in the tox tree. Like tox bomb launchers or tox IEDs, which is way more effective. Environmental pollutions work very, very, very slow, and you have to stand on them for days in order for it to have negative effects. But environmental pollution works much, much, much more quickly. So because I don't want to build a maze to force raiders to walk through that takes days to be effective, toxic IEDs are going to be the answer. Which means that I have to manufacture the ingredients. So make tox shells until we have, let's say, 30. This fire is actually kind of convenient, because it burned up all the things that I needed to clear out anyway. So let's think about a maze. These are actually probably bigger than they need to be. So I'm going to shrink them down a little bit, because I don't need to go crazy with them. So I'm going to have a maze only this big, and we'll have them enter... I'm going to have them enter from here. And then I'll have my own door there. So it will be something like, you know, if I could actually paint. Something like that. It's maybe one more. Like, have them pop out here. Yep. So one for heat. One for toxins, so I can use it against wasters and also use it against whoever else. And faking it. Thank you for the raid. You came here right at the buzzer, because I'm about to wrap, but I appreciate it. Tell me about your RimWorld series that you were playing. And for your raiders, here is a little bit about mine. We're mechanators fighting the Shattered Empires, the TLDR. The other thing I might want in this maze is the ability to reset it so doors that I can use that the enemy can't. But it's going to look something like this, where we're going to have a plastil door here to force them into the maze. And then maybe I'll even do plastil doors for the maze itself so I can flip the state quickly. So then this allows me to force them either left or right. And then for me to disallow access, all I need to do is wall up one spot, which is really convenient. So for the fire side, I'm trying to think of how to reset the maze quickly. Probably... Actually, I'm going to move my door here. So probably just plastil doors here to allow me to reset mazes quickly. And then for this, I will rely on embedded cabling, which is not great considering that raiders like to break embedded cables. Ew, and there's also mud. But something like that. Knowing that I have to make a War Queen, I should probably forbid those plastil doors, but oh well, whatever. So the reason for auto doors is so that I can flip the state very quickly. That way if I need to... What is wrong? Oh, food poisoning. That way if I need to rapidly change which trap I want set up, I can do it instantly. Because sometimes there will be raids where time is of the essence, and if you don't time it right, they'll end up just bashing your walls instead, which is really annoying. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but it sucks when it does. So now that I've set up my bait beacon, all I have to do is move my other beacons a little bit so that they're ready to work. There, done. Do I even have geothermal research? I must, right? Yeah. Oh, a mech cluster. Swanky. It is a proximity cluster with a mortar that initiates in 11 days, so there's plenty of time to react to it. Making sure that nobody trips it accidentally. Don't forget the gene beacon. Oh, I already nudged it. I'm already on top of that. So have we gestated? No, still not. Missing still advanced components. Holy heck, how long does it take to make the advanced components, Klein? I have 17 work left on the last component. And done. What are you trying to make right now? Another advanced component? Don't do that. Just gestate the war queen. You like this kill box? You know, I like it too. I mean, it's pretty similar to other kill boxes I've made. But I am eager to try to do like I hate to use the word gas chamber, but that's really what it's going to be. A gas chamber kill box for toxins. Because it is pretty effective, and it's neat to highlight. And because I had deep water, I'm able to incorporate rocket swarm here as well. Which should be interesting. So the War Queen, just to give you a heads up, takes a lot of steel. So the War Queen is a mech that makes war urchins out of steel that you fill the War Queen in. Sort of like that centipede from StarCraft. You know, the thing that looked like a RimWorld centipede that like shot little mines or whatever. Oh, very sweet. The refugees just gave us a mega screen TV and an LMG. So yeah, you load the War Queen up with 600 steel, and that steel is then used to manufacture war urchins. So the War Queen is very, very pricey in order to have running, because you basically just keep shoving steel into the thing and it keeps making more urchins. But there we go, we have it gestating. And that, my friends, brings me to the end of this stream. Thank you for watching We Are Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 20. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.